Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a airbrush step-by-step live with a subscriber. We're heading over to Scotland and we're doing a step-by-step with Scott from Scotland. So see you in a minute. Right guys, we are set up. Scott is on the other end of the line. So if you just say hi to everybody.
Hi everybody, how you all doing?
He's ready for a bit of torture. This is the second time Scott's appeared on an airbrush step-by-step for beginners, and he's picked the piece of artwork this time. So he's picked a lowrider style piece of artwork. It's got a rose, woman's face to the side, she's got a hand up. Now what we're going to concentrate on today is the face. We're just going to get this bit done in this episode and we'll do a couple more to get this finished. I'm just going to take him through a bit of the face. Scott's working from a reference printing out A4. We're both working on A4 pieces of paper. We've got the same brushes, we're running Sotars. I've got the slim, you've got the, which Sotar have you got?
It's 2020 fine.
Fine, so this is the one with the cup on a 02, yes. And this one's a 02. Going to be running the same pressure and using the same paint. We're using FW inks mixed with water and isopropanol. So if you drop a bit of that in your brush, Scott, go to the side and just do a little test. Now my mix is really thin. Is yours coming out thin or dark?
It's really, I've really thinned it down. My mix is coming out beautiful.
Yeah, you're hitting real fine with it.
Yeah.
If you test your brush, just back off about 3 inches from your test panel and just do a real light pass. Can you see what I'm doing there? See how light that's going down? Near enough transparent. Yeah?
Yeah.
You want that real soft pass. That's what we're going to aim for on the first bits of this portrait, just going in really soft, backing off. So just get your brush set up first. If you need to thin your paint down, thin it.
I've thinned it more down this time and it's definitely not better.
Better. If any of you are wondering how the Sotar gets down, it gets ridiculously down on detail, it really does. But you've got to get your paints dialed in. You've really got to thin them out for these brushes to hit these real fine details. So you got it running sweet, yeah?
I've hit the sweet spot now, yeah.
Yeah. Right, on your, if you can see what I'm going to do here, on this image here, we're just going to sort of map out the face really lightly. So the first pass we're aiming to do is down the hairline here. I'm just going to go in really light and just start to drop a tone from the top of the forehead and just going to go down the side of the face down to about there, because that's the bit of the background there. That's okay if you go into that because that is darker on the image. So just run a tone round like that. What Scott's done is I've rang him before we've done the live, and where he'd sort of got this first picture down, I wanted to run through it again. So he's penciled another one out, so we've got identical. We're going from complete scratch, and that's what Scott's doing the other side. Nice and light, Scott. You've not got to really see colour going down. You're very light.
Yeah. It's literally just dusting and no more.
Yeah, just very lightly, because we can build on this. And the Sotal triggers are ridiculously responsive, they really are. You've found that with yours, haven't you, Scott? The Sotals are responsive?
Really, really responsive. The way that it works.
Yeah, I mean, more so now you're using thin paint. Before, it seems like you're just trying to find that paint release when you put thicker paints in them. And that's what you'll find with most airbrushes. With thick paints, you really get the proper response when you thin it right down. You done that bit?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to go to the top of a fire, just darken this out a bit. And a little bit coming down the front. And you're keeping it where you've got that part of that, you see there on that little bit on the forehead there where she's got the clown teardrop bits. You've got that solid black line. Doesn't matter if you slightly missed into that, because that's going to go darker. We're just going to go a little tint round and back over. Just shade that down a little bit darker. And just blend it slightly out. Just tip it into that hairline where the pencil lines are. Like that.
Okay.
So what we're doing, guys, just doing a little bit at a time. I'll do a bit, then Scott will repeat that bit, and we'll just move in and just keep doing this. So if we aim to get the face in on this video. Done? Yep. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, nice and light. Yeah, that's bang on. That's basically what I've got, yeah. Right, we're going to move on to... We'll move on to the eye. Right, just going to dust in a little bit. Around this eye. And a little bit, just a little bit around the bottom. Yeah? Just going to hold a shield up, Scott, and go in on this. Round the eye and just work this eye in. Sort of going really light. And then I'm just lining this eye out. Now if you can't line this freehand, just going around that pupil bit like that. See that?
Yeah.
Little bit of fine dagger stroke. I'll complete the eye. Keep watching, I'll complete this bit. Just going in really light round here, just dusting. Just look at your reference and go very light round it, yeah?
Yeah.
And on this eyebrow, basically just sort of, see there's no eyelashes on it, eyebrow hair on it, so you're just putting like a solid in there. But I would just do dagger strokes going back. Not got to do this, but I'm just putting some in. I'll do a pass a little dagger strokes going back. and then just sort of dust over it. Like that, so it just gives you that sort of look, if you know what I mean. You put a few like lines following backwards, going back, and then just dust over it and darken over it, and when you look at it, you'll just see some little dark lines going back and give you the look of like hair.
Okay.
So just nice and light, steady with the brush. Use a shield if you have to. If you need to use a shield just to frame the eye, just going really light. You can go around it like that and just frame round it with a shield like that to get your shapes.
Okay.
No pressure, no stress.
No pressure.
Yeah, you can do it. I have faith in you.
Well, let's give that a bash.
It's only paint. So there will be some live clips coming up. Is that going to be happening, Scott? Yeah, some little live bit of footage.
Yes, as far as I'm aware of.
Yeah, so I'll do a little split screen, then you'll get to see where Scott is. I'll split screen it up. As I say, these are just practice pieces, so we can both make mistakes. It's going to happen. Just chip away at it, a little bit at a time, nice and light, and we'll just build it up, build it up and build it up, and we'll get the face in. Right, so we've both got to this sort of stage here. We've dropped the eye in, we've dropped the eyebrow in. Now I'm just going to drop a little bit of tone very lightly and start working the nose in. So shield. I think that'll do on the nose. So you're aiming just to sort of go round the bottom, put a little dark round the bottom, work your shield is sort of, I'm backing off with this with the Sotar about 2 inches and minimal paint, Scott, really light, just dusting it, and you're sort of making that sort of 3D look. This image is weird because she's side on, and it's not a great side on shot, whoever's done the artwork, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not an image that I would have picked to do. Because we need to drop a little bit more down this side here. And get this in here. That little bit there. That looks a little bit tidier, with that being a little bit darker here. Don't worry if you just overspill into that hair. Don't worry if you overspill into the hair this side. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because we've got some darks and that coming in on the next episode with them.
Right, okay.
So you're just going around the nose really lightly. A little bit darker underneath to give it that sort of shape. On your reference you'll see where you've got to go slightly darker. On the nostril, go sort of darker on around the top section there, and a little bit lighter underneath.
Right, okay.
So just chipping away at this. I'm doing a section, Scott's looking in, showing him and telling him what to do, and we're just sort of building it up nice and light. Sotar's running nice. Is your Sotar alright, Scott? Running alright?
Running absolutely beautiful.
Spot on.
Really nice.
Change that over. And all you got to do is just keep going to your side, testing your brush. Just double check on your tip dry as well, Scott, because it is warm today.
I've been doing a lot of that. There's the checking for tip dry, and
Well, it's colder where you are, isn't it, today?
yeah, it's actually really cold up here, believe it or not. It's only 14 degrees currently.
Cool.
I've had to put the heating on in the booth.
Yeah, it's 25 up here. So while you continue working on that bit, I'll move down to the next bit, paint it, and then I'll pause and talk you through that bit, yeah?
Okay.
So we're just going to start working this lip in. Right, we're moving on to the next stage. Scott's caught up, so now we're just going to frame out these lines. So aim to hit your shield, Scott.
Okay. Are you going in quite dark or is that quite light?
It's because I'm quite close. You do want a dark pass on this because it is dark on her face. I'm working that freehand, but you can get that with the shield, yeah? You can work that with the shield. This needs to go a little bit wider around here.
Working both sides.
Yeah. Just work around it.
So you're both sides to give you obviously your sharp defined lines on each.
Yeah, if you butt it right up to the shield, you'll keep the overspray to a minimum. That'll do on that one. Like that. And then for these tier ones, same again. Light off your shield. I need to look at my reference. That's alright. Are you going darker on the down piece, yeah? It's a little bit lighter at the top. Same with this one. It goes darker to the top. Like that. And then that one comes into it. This one's quite dark, this one is. Work around like that. Bring that down into that eyebrow. And just softly take it down into that eyebrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Softly down that edge. There's a little bit of a dark here. Going round on that. A little bit more around here. A little bit more at the side of that face. Now's when you can just start to... Your pass here might be a little bit darker than mine at the minute. So just have a look at that. Once you've dropped these in, these darks, when you drop this dark in here, you'll see how light your next tone is next to it. If it's lighter, just do what I did there, where I just put a little pass around this side. But you won't know until you put this dark in how light this is going to be, because you're staring at white on this.
Yeah.
Same as here, where this has gone dark here, I know I have to go darker here now, at the top of this hairline here, because I've dropped a dark next to it. And that's how you can go around your image, by just going from a light to a dark. When your dark one goes in, then you'll see how much more you've got to add to the next one next to it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you just follow that, nice and light, follow it round, sharp as you can get it. Aim to go sort of up close onto your shield. So when you spray, you're sort of aiming to sort of spray on this part of the shield here. And it's your overspray that's just creating that nice little sharp edge. And just build it up to get your sharp line. You can work both ways. You can work the inner to get that one, and then you can move to the outer to then to frame it like that. Okay.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay.
So the next stage for Scott, we've just gone around talking through what to do there. If you've got any unwanted pencil lines, Scott, you can erase them out. Yeah?
Yeah. Just take a normal pencil rubber over them.
Yeah, if you've got a soft, this is like quite a soft eraser.
Okay.
And it just nibs them off. We've got another one, before you start that, we've got another one here. Just shield the edge of the finger off. Like that. See, that can go a little bit darker there as well now. Now I'll put that dark in.
Put it around the bottom of the chin.
Very lightly, yeah. Not a lot, just a little bit. And that's that one in. So you're just aiming to drop these lines in using your shield, both sides, to sharpen it up. Same on these, on the clown pieces coming down. Sharpen this up. Once you get these lines in, then take a look at your hairline piece here. If it needs to go darker, go a little bit darker. Down here, and the bit under the chin.
Right, okay.
Right guys, I've moved on. Scott is on the pieces. I'll point the pieces out that Scott's doing, and I've told him to do them a different way as well. When I did these pieces, I was holding these, doing these with a shield. Like that. Now an easier way around that you can do this, because we're working on A4 and Scott's got a couple of printouts of this image. He's now chopped this piece out on his reference image and made it as a shield, so it's a lot easier. So if you're not really good at getting and holding shields and spraying against them, you can make your own mask out of your piece of paper, out of your reference, cut these shapes out, these little pin lines, cut them out, place it over, and that's what Scott's doing now. He's just placing these over. He's going to be spraying these pieces in, and then it'll be caught up once he gets these pieces here in, and then he's going to move on to the hand here, outline the fingers, bit of shading coming down, just frame the petal of the rose petal off there, and then we're going to call this one done. I'll get Scott to do a shot of where he is, and he'll get it to this stage here, and then you will see the comparison and how well he's done in this little airbrush step-by-step class today. Right, there you go. I'm going to pop you up now a little clip, and it will show you what Scott achieved without guidance. So he had a go on his own. This is the piece that he did on his own, and then you've got the bit that we've done today in today's step-by-step, and that's just a little bit of guidance over a live feed, talking you through on how you go around and sort of paint this.
This was my first attempt done on my own. This was today's class.
And this is his first sort of portrait as well, so he's absolutely over the moon with what he achieved today. But he's followed along today, took in everything I said, and he's achieved that, which I think is really, really good. So the next one on this will be the hair. We're going to do another live, and I'll take him through doing the hair, and then in the third and final one we'll do the rose at the bottom, and then he'll have completed a full piece of lowrider style Chicano artwork. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts if you're liking this style of live feed airbrush step by step with a subscriber. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.